All right, guys, I just bought a used airplane, RC airplane, pretty big one. It's electric. And don't buy used airplanes very often, and I'll explain why as I go here. But anytime you buy a used airplane, it's usually got history, even if they tell you it's in great, excellent, good condition. Sometimes the owner knows things are wrong, and sometimes they don't. In this case, the older pilot that I think just didn't know. But anyway, so when I first get a used airplane, I just look around, look inside for like broken braces. But a good thing to do on the surface, look for covering, like repairs. So what do you know? There's landing gear and there's some covering repair, which usually means it's had damage to the landing gear. And sure enough, if you look underneath, you can see there's stuff going on under there, and one of the nylon, I guess screws has been sheared off, so I guess I'll drill that out, get it out. But when you see one thing wrong, you should look for other things. These little pull cables are like really loose, too loose. Servo looks like it's mounted pretty well, so I'll have to tighten those cables. And then, if you look at the power source, peek through here, you see there's some bullet connectors, and if you look close, there's a bullet connector that's not connected all the way. Probably when they were pulling a battery out, they just tugged that a little bit, so if that were to come loose in flight, or when you're plugging in again in the future, it'd be a crash. So I gotta fix that. And then, look at the propeller. Spinner's got scuffs. Propeller, oh yes, that propeller has hit hard surfaces, most likely while it was on this plane. So then you want to check the motor. And what do you know? The whole motor box is a little loose too. So you definitely wouldn't want to just strap a battery on here and take off flying. Not a big deal. I mean, all that stuff's fixable, but just anytime you buy a used airplane, you just want to go through it. And if you didn't put the servos in and wire it, and you don't know the full history, you just look for those things, and it'll keep you from going through the used owner experience. Buy a used airplane, like, oh yeah, it's great, put a battery in, take off, and then it explodes in the air or something. So anyway, for those into RC airplanes, that's just some of the things I kind of do. The gear's probably fine with those 3 in it, but I'm gonna try to fix it up right, because I hope to fly this thing for a long time. Anyway, there you go. If you guys have any other checks you do when you're looking over a used airplane that you bought, let me know.